That's what she is, though. But she is just like a PA. But that's what she is. That's what she's doing, though. Why is Dan's just so... I feel like he's so sensitive. Like, if he starts getting flack for anything, he's just so... all he's focusing on is, how do I get out of this? How's that unhinged? What's the unhinged part there? So based. Okay, Dan won. Now Dan's won. Now this is a winning play. This is great. Now this is what I want to see. This is what I want. Tell me about bridges. Yes. Bridges is what I care about here. Okay. So, this is a follow-up. Alright, this is a follow-up to something that happened just the other day. Put out a video on it today. So there's been some problems. See, there's been a troubled production generally on Destiny's podcasts. So initially they had that shockingly bad, horrific, horrendous, broken set that they started off in, that Kyla put together over the course of 6 months, where it was basically just like some backboards with fan art stuck to them with blue tack. And then a table in front of it, a small table, terrible lighting, horrific lighting, and little plaques on the table that had exclamation mark 1, exclamation mark 2, exclamation mark 3. And those were meant to be chat commands that would get the chatbot to print links to the creators' socials that were on the podcast. That didn't work. Thank you for the 5 gifted seconds. Thank you very much. That didn't work. The commands were broken. That never worked. They ditched that. The plaques were terrible too. They were just bits of paper with in Sharpie the things written on. It was awful. It looked atrocious. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous podcast set. And everyone knew it, and Destiny knew it. And so she got made to fix it. They all tried to fix it. And now they've got a bit of a better setup. It looks a bit better now. Looks a bit more professional, especially anything else. It looks like it's like, bad turn of phrase, kind of a weird pun here, but it's night and day, because they film anything else in the evening and Bridges in the day, and anything else, the set looks so much better. Like when it's nice and like dark outside, dimly lit in the set, it looks great. I gotta say, you know, I'm not a huge Destiny fan these days, but I see anything else, I'm like, wow, yeah, they've done a pretty decent job making that look good. Then you see Bridges, and it's like you're in a meeting at a hospital because you're being told that a relative's dying soon. It's not got the same aura to it, the same vibe. It looks very sterile, very, yeah, cold, you know, like not, it doesn't have a welcoming vibe whatsoever, no welcoming aura, unlike anything else, which is a very welcoming podcast. So yeah, troubled production on the Destiny podcast. But recently, just the other day, this fellow Ranton, who does video game reviews, and he's a Shaolin monk, ex-Shaolin monk, German guy, flew all the way from Germany to Miami, and he got there, and he was made to wait. Okay, he was made to wait. He was meant to be meeting. They film anything else in the night before, and then they film Bridges in the day after. He shows up for anything else. He's a little bit early. He waits till the time. Dan doesn't respond particularly quickly, but also he doesn't take ages. But still, he is late to reply. I'll just pull it up. Dan actually put out some DMs. So he tried to play a sneaky little trick here. I know all about these sneaky little tricks that Dan likes to play. Very experienced with them. So here we see, come for 6:45. Our studio is a mess lol. And that's at 6 on September 25th. That's the day of the podcast. Yo, dude, I'm here. Sorry, a bit early. I can help clean up the studio. Big, grinning face. That's at 6:07. Somebody help me. Where to go? And that's at 6:15. And then at 6:45, yo, my dude, what's going on? And at 6:46, Dan says, hey. So from just this, you would be like, wow, this is like, you know, why is he crying about 1 minute? Dan's actually deleted another tweet, I see. It seems like he's deleted a tweet. There were messages just before this that he posted. Basically, 6:45 was the second time they gave him. I think they said 6 initially. And then, like, on the day, he's like, or like maybe 6:30 or something. And on the day, they're like 6:45. So it was actually slightly pushed back, I believe, on the day. So that's not quite, you know, how he's portraying it here. But, you know, this still isn't crazy. But once Ranton gets in, there's then hours of technical issues. I don't know if it's hours, like an hour and a half or something. Technical issues, like they're trying to set it up. They're changing around the studio, trying to get everything working right. So the podcast doesn't start for ages, and then there's a bit of a weird vibe at the start of the podcast. Not really that weird, but, you know, there's obviously some tension between Destiny and Dan. Destiny's getting fed up with the technical issues. Dan's giving poor solutions or solutions that aren't going to work, and Destiny's getting increasingly aggravated. They're sort of playfully ribbing each other, but also, you know, you can tell it's sort of like that. Destiny's obviously frustrated with the way the podcast's going at that moment. Anyway, Ranton comes out and does a 15-minute thing talking about how unprofessional... Sorry, I skipped a bit. The next day, he goes to Anything Else. He shows up a bit early again, but the time for the podcast comes around, and then it passes a little bit. And then Kyla, who's sitting in the room with him, sitting in the podcast studio with him, starts eating. She starts eating, if you can believe this. While the guest is waiting there for the podcast to start, Kyla just starts having a lunch with the guest sitting there waiting, because Destiny hasn't showed up yet. Now, I assume that Kyla was guessing that Destiny was just, late, was busy, had forgotten or something. But what actually ended up being the case, after she had finished her food, after she'd sat there and taken her time to finish her lunch, is she checked, realized that she'd put the wrong time in Destiny's calendar. So she says to Ranton, she says, "Oh, well, Ranton, I'm going to have to go and wake Destiny up. Do you want to come with?" So then she has to go and wake Destiny up. And then Destiny has to get ready. And then they go downstairs to start the podcast. Except no, they don't start the podcast because there's like another hour and a half of technical issues that day too. So Ranton goes on stream after this experience. And he obviously says, I had a great time. Destiny's great. Dan's great. That lady, it's Kyla, NotSoErudite. That lady's great. Okay. However, it was unprofessional as fuck. Reasonably so. Very reasonable. It was unprofessional as fuck from everything he said. And then Dan and Destiny respond to this. They take a look. Obviously, I covered it. They take a look at it, respond to it. On Anything Else, they do a meta episode because there was an issue with the booking. Vito was meant to be on, according to Destiny's calendar. However, Vito had cancelled, and I believe Erudite had failed to relay that message. She'd failed to amend that Vito couldn't be there, or maybe he wasn't given a firm date. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. So Erudite, after making all of these videos, or not all these videos, like one video, I'm talking about on stream several times, about how booking is her new talent, about how she loves doing the behind the scenes booking stuff. She's so good at booking. She's so good at reaching out and making connections and getting people on the podcast. Oh, there's so many important people that want to be on, but they're so busy and they can't do it. And I'm 2 rooms away from Joe Biden. I'm like the most powerful person in the world. She was having crazy megalomaniacal rants. I'm retarded. Megalomaniacal rants about how great she was. Megalomaniacal rants about how great she was, guys. Megalomaniacal rants about how great she was. Okay, I had to collect myself. I'm laughing too much. Way too funny. Okay. She was having megalomaniacal rants about how great she was. But her booking skills are now being called into question. Okay. Okay, it's just so funny. Okay. Let's get into the video.
I can't do ironic or unironic. What do you want me to do? In the middle?
Apologize.
Oh, sorry. Destiny totally owned the mistakes. Let's just skip it. Destiny totally owned the mistakes and moved on. And Dan was still fighting a little bit. So Dan's gone onto this podcast to fight with Ranton about it.
Right now, honestly, and say that that this was unprofessional.
Oh, it is absolutely.
Dan is here. Where's Dan? Where's Dan? What do you mean Dan is here?
Thank you for the $9.99 Topher. Thank you.
Where is he? That actually? Dan, let's do this Discord call. You wanna let's go? Let's go, bro. Let's go. There he is. There he is. Wait, let me. Wait.
Stop it.
Yes.
You scumbag.
Man.
Romeo, man, talk to me, baby.
Oh my fucking god.
Apologize. I'm here to receive your apology.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I let you in at all in the first place.
You son of a bitch.
They're fucking unbelievable.
You fucking-
on you. You messaged me, hey Dan, I had so much fun. It was the best time ever. Could I?
Yeah, keep talking, bro. Keep talking. Keep talking. Dig the hole deeper and deeper, you fucking bitch. Look at him.
And the next day, I look at the title. I went on a fucking stupid Jews shit podcast, and I had a horrible time. That was you.
Wait,
by the way.
the fuck did he just say?
Absolutely.
Dan is here. Where's Dan? Where's Dan?
Ayo.
What do you mean Dan is here? Where is he? Dan, actually? Dan, let's do this Discord call. You wanna let's go? Let's go, bro. Let's go. There he is. There he is. Wait, let me. Wait.
Stop it.
Yes.
You scumbag.
Man.
Romeo, man, talk to me, baby.
Oh my fucking god.
Apologize. I'm here to receive your apology.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I let you in at all in the first place.
You son of a bitch.
They're fucking unbelievable.
You fucking-
on you. You messaged me, hey Dan, I had so much fun. It was the best time ever. Could I?
Yeah, keep talking, bro. Keep talking. Keep talking. Dig the hole deeper and deeper, you fucking bitch. Look at him.
And the next day, I look at the title. I went on a fucking stupid Jews shit podcast, and I had a horrible time. That was you, by the way. I was the honorable man.
Just crazy. Immediately, anti-Semitism accusations. I'm a Dan fan, but he should have let this lie and not drag the whole thing out so defensively. I thought Dan was being a bit ironic with his defensiveness. Watching Jay Stalk, he seems serious. Sorry, 1 minute. Wait, sorry. Let's pause. 1 moment. Guys, let's pause. 1 moment. Did Dan go on Jay Stalk to talk about this first? Or did he go on Ranton to talk about this first? Sorry, 1 moment. 1 moment. I forgot that happened. Let's get some extra context here. Who's he is on 5150. He's with Demi Sucks right now. He got a wellness check. He spoke to his therapist. He's not in institution. Is it the VOD 2 days ago or 22 hours ago? Was it yes? It was the day before. It was this one. Where's Dan Saltman? Is it this one? Or is it before this? Wait. There it was. There it is. Okay, here we go. We need this first.
Really do any work at all. Work.
Oh, yeah, so here's the other tweet. Here's the other tweet.
He kind of he like. It's whatever. I think by the time he gets these messages, come for 6:45, he's definitely on his way though. So this is why you never speak up. You get volunteered. Yeah. I basically just like joking because I don't know if you guys know this. But
Oh wait,
August
it's my
probably
internet
works like.
dropped. Oh great. Thank you for the membership, Gringle.
Like 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, at least. So I just, whenever something comes up like this, I'm like, tell August he's fucking lazy, give him more work. It's very funny.
Majority of Christians aren't white.
Majority of Christians. Yeah, they are.
NotSoErudite is. Would she have the time to take on the communication job as well? Yeah, I'm sure she would, but I don't know if Erudite wants to work more.
Thank you for the $10, Max. Thank you very much.
High voltage sign, super shattered $9.99. This piece of cow worshipping cattle is wasting my time and money. As the blessed Shlomo says in Psalm 95, China, the sea, is made for Hashem.
Thank you.
Or on stuff that isn't her own content. That would probably be her question, right? Like, I think she probably wants to do her own channel and then bridges. So I don't know how much time she wants to spend being like a PA of some kind for people. I just don't think that's interesting to her.
That's what she is, though. But she is just like a PA. But that's what she is. That's what she's doing, though. Also, in her videos, she said she doesn't care about anything. She just wants to make enough money to make her incel ranch. She wants to make the incel Neverland ranch, where all the lost incel boys go. And no one leaves an incel.
God. Last time I was here,
What's
you
up,
made
buddy?
me fucking regret it. Don't make me regret it again. Okay?
Well, why do you always come when stuff's blowing up? Why do you only come when stuff's blowing up?
I can leave if you want.
Well, I
right,
can't.
that's what I thought.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
I can't not be
Oh.
truthful with you. You want me to lie?
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
if
you
I
don't have to
disagree with you
lie.
on something, I'm gonna say so.
That's fine. Okay.
What is that real? Yes, that's real. Yes, that's her dream. Her dream is to open up.
Danoko super chatted $1.99. Should I crash out? Who's more incel, dem or rep?
Real incels vote them for real, Dan. You should crash out. And by crash out, I mean give me all your money. Yeah, that is real though. That is what Erudite wants to do. Can we up the price of TTS? Yeah, probably. I'll do it after stream. I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, see you tomorrow, Dan. I look forward to next $2. Be 5 tomorrow. But yeah, I will up the price of TTS. Yeah. But yeah, Erudite wants to open up a ranch where incels can go so that they can be rehabilitated and start dating. Okay? She wants it to be like a sort your life out so you can get into the normal people world camp. Yeah, like a grass-fed ranch.
All right. The studio is a shit show, okay? But I take issue with people putting that on me. There's some parts I help with, but I think everyone knows I don't even have access to the streaming computer. I don't have access to like the audio. I don't know any of that shit. The only thing I can barely do is like I can hook up fucking monitors and other shit. Like that's all.
Is she going to be making Coca-Cola the old-fashioned way there? I think there might be a good chance. I mean, how else are you going to stop them from being incels? Other than making Coca-Cola the old-fashioned way.
Stuff inside there. So the auto switcher wasn't working when he showed up, and we were setting stuff up. I was adding monitors to other shit. Like there was an hour and a half delay. It was fucking bullshit. Absolutely. I think it shouldn't have happened. But yeah, and that sucks. That's not good. But I don't necessarily feel too bad about this interaction on Twitter. So it was unprofessional that it took so long to get started. That is absolutely the case. There's no defending that. But I feel okay about the DMs that I have. So he was in, first off, it's not like he's driving from an hour away. I'm pretty sure he was 5 minutes away. I'm almost positive. Because Erudite usually puts the guests 5 minutes away. Like walking distance. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think he had a car. So I messaged him not a few minutes early, like, again, I sent the first DM there, right?
Can I just point out real quick that you guys didn't pick up his flight or his hotel. So he did that himself.
Yes, the Dan Art is Wolfgang.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. We offered and he said no.
Yeah, but I'm just saying don't do
that. What you just did there is like a thing trying to
Why is Dan being sensitive about it, dude? Why is he being sensitive about this? I thought this is just so easy to own.
That's fucking drama. We tried to, and he said no. Why would you do that? Why would you?
He literally said that.
I understand.
I'm just telling you. No, I'm just correcting.
That is like the most.
You're going off. I'm just correcting that Erudite didn't book him. You said he's probably 5 minutes away because Erudite usually puts him there, but Erudite didn't put him somewhere. That's all. I was just pointing that out. But yes, you guys did offer. You guys offered, and he pointed out that you offered.
She probably still got the hotel booking for him.
Okay, maybe.
I'm assuming. Like, told him where to stay.
She could have said, "Yeah, I would expect that she would have sent something that said, hey, here's a couple hotels we usually book people."
This is where people are usually going. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so it's 5 p.m. And I'm like, hey, come around 6:30 to 6:40. He says, okay. And then a few minutes later, I say, you know what? Actually, come for 6:45. Our studio is a mess. And then I put my phone down because I'm fucking working with Steve, lifting shit all over the place, redoing everything in there. I mean, you can see the timestamps on the thing there. It's not.
Yep.
Whatever. And at 6:46. Like I'm 1 minute late on this. I understand he could have showed up early. It's just, I mean, that's fine. You should have, maybe I should have checked to see if he was early. But like the freaking the fuck out over this is
Unreal.
Well,
Okay, he didn't just. Okay, this is dumb. He didn't just freak out over this, did he? It wasn't just about this. He was talking about the whole experience, the showing up early, not knowing where to go, no one replying to his messages, then having a huge delay because they were setting up, then ending that podcast, going the next day, having a huge delay the next day because Erudite forgot what time it was or didn't put the right time in Destiny's calendar, and then didn't go and check on Destiny, didn't bring him to the podcast. Like and then the technical issues that followed that. Like you're talking about like five hours or something based on rough estimation based on what I remember him saying. Let's say 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours to 4 hours. Let's be totally fair on this. About 3 hours or 4 hours of interruption when you're going to like a professional podcast. Like, yeah, that's kind of bad. Like when you put it all together. It wasn't even like freaking the fuck out. He was just saying like, yeah, this was like a crazy podcast experience.
I think this was probably maybe this was one of the less offensive things, right? I think he happened to have like 5 different things like this, right? That's the issue. Like this happened, that he felt like it was weird, okay, and then he went up and then it was...
Yo, thank you for the raid, Chud. Welcome in, Chud Raiders. We're just watching some Destiny podcast drama. Dan has kept someone waiting. Dan and Erudite kept someone waiting, and they're not happy. This Ranton guy who's a Shaolin monk that reviews video games.
It was an hour and a half of delays, and then he had a good time, and then he went back the next morning.
Yeah, I agree. It was fucking crazy. Next morning,
he went back the next morning.
Not my problem anymore.
Well, I know it's not your problem. I'm saying that but he doesn't differentiate, right? He's just saying I went on like Destiny's shit, and Destiny's shit was unprofessional.
Oh, yep. Well, that's a whole lot of not me. The best part about this is everything that you say next day. That's like Destiny. You guys can direct your hate directly at him. All that, everything, and the next day, it's like
Dude, like what? Why is Dan's just so? I thought he's so sensitive. Like if he starts getting flack for anything, he's just so. All he's focusing on is how do I get out of this?
The weight off my shoulders. Nothing to do with me. That's the Pepe Smug right there with that one.
And my point about this was basically I think he could have been in a car, right? I don't know if you're looking at my screen. I'm showing the message.
No, I don't even think Destiny owned up to it in a quote unquote Destiny way this time. I think Destiny, he straight up said like his only response to the clip was, "Yeah, this is an obvious fuck up." Like that is just like this should never happen again. This was an obvious fuck up. Like that's just owning it. That's just saying there was no excuse. There was no abdication of responsibility or anything. It was totally. I think it was totally fine. But I don't understand why Dan's getting so sensitive about it. He's just like so on edge.
Just
I don't think. No. Go down. Scroll down.
Sure. Scroll up.
Or whatever. I have 2 messages.
I have to refresh here. Yeah, I have to refresh.
Okay. So at the beginning, come for 6:30 or 6:40. Okay. And again, he's probably a few minutes away. I'm pretty sure he is walking there, not driving.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Dan's always been a little bit sensitive, sure, but this is just like this is so nothing. It's like the podcast was unprofessional. Big guests may not want to come back if it keeps being like this. Okay, yeah. You just move on and try and make it better next time. I don't know what else you can say, really. I don't know why you would sit there and try and argue the toss about it. It just seems so counterproductive.
He's not in a car on his way.
Yeah, 5:01 p.m. I've said this. Okay.
Yeah.
2 hours,
sure.
like ish, hour and a half before. Okay.
Yep.
And then I say, come for 6:45. So I've changed the time frame by 5 minutes, basically.
Yeah, but this is an hour later, and probably this is like given he arrives at 6:07. I think he was probably already driving there because apparently.
PM?
So
hold on, you think he was already driving at 5 p.m.? Where did this
5:56 p.m. At 5:56 p.m.
Homomasa?
At 5:56 p.m. That's the timestamp for the come for 6:45. Our studio's a mess. Is at 6 p.m. basically.
Hold on.
Right?
No. First off, I said come here for 6:30 to 6:40.
At 5:01. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's focus on this one. Yes. 6:30 to 6:40. What time is it that I said that?
5:01. I don't think he's driving somewhere when this happens.
He's not driving when I say to come here at 6:30 to 6:40. What's the average of
No, he's not.
Time? Okay, 6:35.
6:35.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's about 30 minutes early, which is not like shocking or impossible.
Okay,
And I'm
that's
saying
fine.
that when he got these messages that come
I will
for
say this is
6:45,
one
I think
thing.
he's trying.
I feel like it's as simple as if Dan really wants to contest this, it should just be like, yeah, I probably should have checked my phone in the lead up to the podcast, but it's not as bad as he was acting like. I didn't actually leave him hanging that long past when we even initially set the podcast time for. I feel like getting into debating over the minutiae of this it makes it look worse.
This may be, I feel like actually I can give some advice. I've shown up early for meetings before, and you guys in your lives will show up early for meetings as well. Okay, this is something you guys are absolutely going to do, whether that's a business meeting or a job interview or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's a meeting. Yeah, you're right. It's an appointment that's happening at a time. Okay, it doesn't matter. You're absolutely correct. It could be a meeting. It could be an interview. It could be it doesn't matter. Anything, whatever you want, an appointment. Okay, right?
Okay, but you realize like he was invited and flew across the ocean to meet you guys. I don't think it's like not a good analogy for a business meeting or an interview. If I was flown out by somebody or offered to fly out for an interview and like they were putting me up and like it was a whole thing where I was supposed to be there at a certain time and I was like 20 minutes early, I'd feel a little miffed if they were just like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Like, why would you be here this early?" It's like, yeah, he's like your guest.
I'm not upset that he came early. I wish that I had my phone with me. It was fucking crazy in the studio. I'm not blaming him.
Yeah, for sure, right? I've shown up for every meeting earlier. That's called being professional. I've always been greeted, not left outside wing. If you're doing something that is like super professional, like like Destiny's podcast probably should be, like they've got enough money for it to be. Like it's not like he's lacking in resources, is it? And they're getting pretty big guests, so you would probably want like at least a base level of professionality. Which I mean, Destiny gets that from what I've seen. You probably would generally want, if someone, you want to be prepared that if someone shows up 15 minutes, 30 minutes early, you're ready to say, oh yeah, sure, just come in here. You can wait here. Do you want a drink or anything? Like that sort of thing. I feel like that's pretty common. That's pretty baseline.
I'm just saying that like the hatred is like a little bit fucking crazy for it. And it's the thing. It's no problem for guests to show up early. And if I wish I saw his message, I would have had him come up to the studio. Could have helped. It would have been fine. I just don't know why people are losing their shit over it. Yeah, I wish I saw the message. But like we were moving shit around. I didn't have my phone on me. That's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, I don't know. People are looking to like, I'm not, I hope it doesn't feel like I'm deflecting blame too much. I tried to be like, hey, we're not going to be ready till 6:45, so come then. It was just
the thing is, a podcast will be informal and not very serious, but it's that should be about the content, about the rapport between the people involved. It shouldn't. It also shouldn't apply to bridges, but it should be about the content and the rapport. It shouldn't be about how you get guests, or the way you handle getting guests. That's like not a part. The production shouldn't be lazy or a shambles, right? Even if you've got an informal vibe, that's just like there's no benefit to that I can see.
Just a little. I wasn't expecting him to be like, "Hey, I'm here at 6." That's all.
Can you watch the video
yeah,
I
which
sent
is
you
totally
on the
fine.
funny muted and describe it to Ming? I'll use this instead of the Conor O'Malley video for
what are you
$20 I sent 2 days ago.
What is Max sending me? Max is probably sending me something horribly racist, something terribly racist, something that's probably spreading hate speech. Probably saying it's illegal for me to repost in the UK. Probably something that I'm literally not allowed to share. I'll keep it so much. Okay. Well, yeah, this is just straight up anti-Semitism. It's a Nazi edit of Lav. Lav is questioning why the Jays get so much hate, and then it cuts into a Nazi edit that talks about all the sins of the Jays.
And I just think it's like somebody should have been there expecting him probably for early. I get like it's just one mistake. I think the issue that he had, and you're taking his one criticism here where he was annoyed about this, which is like valid.
Because this is the
and
one
you're taking his like
No,
overall weight.
it will not be posted in my Discord or anything. Okay, no, I will not facilitate the sharing of this content. I probably can't legally.
It's the most unprofessional shit I've ever been a part of.
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
Go
only
ahead.
taking this one seriously because this one directly involves me. This is the thing I'm part of. This one right here. This is my.
Yeah, but I think you're calling it a freak out. When if this happened in a vacuum, I don't think he ever would have said anything about it.
Oh no, the rest of the shit. But I mean, what the fuck do you want me to do? It's not my shit. The rest of it, I can't do anything
Yeah,
about it.
I'm saying
I don't know why Dan's getting so feeling like he's being targeted so much. I feel like it was about Destiny's podcasts. It wasn't just about Dan. Like Dan just didn't check his phone for a bit. Not perfect, but not the worst thing that happened. It's more about the hours upon hours of delays. This was just like a small part of it.
his response.
I mean, if shit was fucked up the next day, the fuck do you want me to do? I agree. The whole thing was wild.
His response in aggregate makes sense.
Oh yeah, I think so. If it like hour and a half fucking delay, I mean, dude, you should. You know what I feel worse about than this? I feel way worse about the one with Hutch than this. I mean, I know this guy flew farther and everything along those lines, but I felt bad about Hutch because
were people even being that heated about it? I thought people were just making fun of it. I'm not sure. I haven't read much of the I haven't read any of the subreddit posts, or I don't check fucking DGG or any shit like that. So I've actually got no clue what the vibe was.
We had a huge amount of problems with Hutch when Hutch came on, and yeah, that was really fucking embarrassing when that happened. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it sucks.
Can I ask what happened? What happened with the
I don't even remember. It was a combination of the auto switcher not working. It was a combination of the auto switcher not working anymore because between Bridges and anything else, like anything else usually only has one guest, and then Bridges can sometimes have two guests, and the thing got fucked up, the audio or something along those lines, and it couldn't be done it. And then we had also added monitors to some of the cameras, but I don't know. Yeah, it was a combination of a lot of stuff. Not good.
People are saying that on the episode,
Did you see that tweet where Dan and Destiny make girls recreate that scene from Requiem for a Dream? No, I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about forever.
He was blaming you for it. Was he joking, or was he just like fucking with you? Why was he saying that?
Probably because he doesn't want to heat. It's I would say
neither did I.
Like obviously there's nothing I can do that can keep the place from going for that time. Like me adding an HDMI splitter and something does not add an hour and a half of time. We can ask Ranton on that one for sure. But it's not a big deal. It shouldn't have happened in the first place, regardless of if it was Destiny's fault or Erudite's fault or my fault or whoever's fault. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's not a big deal. It'll be solved moving forward. It was still a good episode overall.
He said he liked the content.
Yeah, he had a good time. I had a good time too. It was fine.
All right. Fuck. What other questions are there? I guess yeah. Just informationally, okay? I'm not making any accusations. He stayed by the airport. How far is the airport away?
15 minutes.
Okay, so that's where.
Actually, maybe 20 minutes. I mean, it depends on the time of day. I guess you could say I can get there in like 20 minutes. But he's a little south, so I mean that's possible. I mean, if he stayed all the way by the airport, if that's true, that's a different situation. That's farther, yeah, for sure.
What did you think about him uploading your full episode?
He asked me. I gave him permission to do it.
All right, there you go. That's what I figured. He probably had permission, just because he's like a content creator too.
I figured it wouldn't matter. Because it'd already been like a week or two. Yeah, so initially I was like, why don't you wait a day or two? But then I was like, fuck it, go for it.
It was a little. I thought it was a little crazy. So he asked permission, and he uploaded.
This was so based. The title of this video, I went on the worst podcast of all time with Destiny. That's just crazy.
This name, I went on the worst podcast of all time with Destiny. I didn't think that's accurate to what his criticism was. That's the funny thing. He's just click farming.
That's that is par for the course, dude. People fucking gonna whatever. Now I'm never inviting him back because of that title. That's it. So checkmate. No, I'm joking. I don't care. I don't care. It is what it is. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just more annoyed.
He was obviously joking.
I'm more annoyed with individual chatters, as I'm sure you can imagine, more so than anything, because you get people that are like.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah. I think I'm seeing where Dan's coming from. We're not where he's coming. I think he's still being kind of dumb. But I see what's happened here. He's had arguments with people in DGG or people in the subreddit or whatever. They've said things that have upset him. They've taken it too serious. And now he's feeling defensive. He's feeling attacked. So he's going around and trying to soothe it.
Parasocial dick sucks who are like looking for someone to ban, or not someone to ban. That's me. I'm looking for someone to ban. No, they're looking for someone to blame, but not Destiny. Oh, and not Erudite. I love them. I love Bridges.
It is Erudite. Blame Erudite. Blame Kyler. Blame Kyler. Everyone loves Bridges. That's why none of them are watching it, right, Dan? Everyone loves Bridges, though. That's why none of them watch it.
Dick sucks who are like looking for someone to ban, or not someone to ban. That's me. I'm looking for someone to ban. No, they're looking for someone to blame, but not Destiny. Oh, and not Erudite. I love them. I love Bridges. It's Dan. So I just
you're totally right. I don't think there's a single person DGG who's ever said anything rude about Erudite. She's definitely 100% beloved in that community.
There is a unreasonable level of coddling that is subliminally, it's puzzle piece coded by Erudite, okay? It's not by Erudite, by Destiny. Destiny puzzle piece codes his audience into defending Erudite. Like, she's actually really smart. She's really smart. I think Erudite has really interesting conversations. And they're like, and so they all go around saying that shit too. And they're like, oh, Erudite's great. Erudite's great. And then she agrees with everything they say, and she coddles them and shoots them nicely. She's like, oh, I love DGGL. There is subliminal puzzle piece coding. DGGs get the C chip, the trash panda chip inserted, and they just are on full autopilot mode. Defend Erudite. Stop all incoming attacks. If you say anything bad about Erudite, they're like, oh, it's kind of weird. You're being super weird about Erudite right now. Erudite is such unhinged hate. So much unhinged hate every time. Even when it's even when it's the most reasonable thing in the world.
Okay. There are people that go.
She gets unhinged fucking hatred from those people.
No,
that was a wild thing.
Sorry. What did I? Hello? What did I say? It's so unhinged. It's so unhinged. She's been going. It's not unhinged. She's been going on for months about how the only good thing she's good at is booking. And now she's shit at booking. How's that unhinged? What's the unhinged part there? Look, I'm not saying I'm a
You have 1,000 times more love than she gets from that community. Come on.
Yeah, I understand that, and that's why usually if you see my DMs,
that's why he feels so bad. He feels like he's kicking a dog every time he says something bad about Erudite, like all of them do.
Like, I don't want to,
because he's like, oh, I realize she's on the way out. I realize that the only reason she manages to maintain the spot she's got is because Destiny puzzle piece subliminally codes his audience. Manchurian candidate activates them into being total drones and defending her. I know that's the case, so I can't kick the dog. I can't kick the puppy.
I want to bring this up. This is going to be actually, I don't want to talk about this. I agree. Okay. Erudite gets unfair amount of hate. She shouldn't. She does her best. Fuck ups happen, and this community loves to grasp on them and try to make it seem like the biggest fucking deal ever. Dan is the thinnest skin. I'd ban you right now if I fucking could, but I can't.
Also, yeah, guys, now is a great time for a shill, actually. Now is a great time for a shill. Guys, we got 506 people watching, 74 likes on the stream. If some of the, like 430 people are sitting there and not liking the stream right now, could stop freeloading, just stop being something so lazy and move your cursor to the thumbs up and click it, that'd be hugely appreciated. If you want to take your split even further, however, you can do so by going to the stream elements link in the pinned chat message, which will let you donate directly. You can also buy a membership to the channel. You can gift a membership to the channel. Gift a whole bunch of memberships randomly throughout the chat. You can buy a super chat, which will highlight your message to read out on TTS. Now $5 and up. I've changed it. You can also buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube image or GIF that will be highlighted in chat, and I'll describe it to you. Go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, and reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I wouldn't have as much cool stuff if God didn't agree with me. Woof!
You're right. I do. You know what? I'm a person at the end of the day, and yeah, you know, it's a rough thing to it's not a rough thing, but it's a unique perspective to be someone that I don't know. I guess a lot of people can't really understand how it's like to have hundreds or thousands of people saying like, "Oh, I like you," and "I hate you," and it's just
Thank you for £3, Victoria, for lemon, the zesty looking lemon character doing some little pose.
A little bit, but at the end of the day, it is an interesting feeling to have, like, you know, messages going by being like, I fucking hate this guy. He's the worst ever. Like, fucking kill yourself. He's so fucking boring, insufferable. I wish he would die. And it's like, you know, you can let those
I
move
wouldn't know
on.
anything
Max.
about that.
No, I'm just saying, like, you'll get messages like that, and obviously that like will make you feel bad,
the peach
right?
emoji
Because
here,
that's someone
peach super
who,
sticker.
you know, they think. Well, the thing is, you say that people are saying like, "Hey, that's the internet." That's not really true, right? Like, if I say to you, like, "You're a retard," you don't care because you know that I don't know anything about you, and you don't feel anything at the end of the day. You haven't exposed yourself to anyone. You're not actually like out there. There's nothing for me to judge. So when I'm saying like, "Hey, anonymous anime profile person, you're a moron or you're a loser or something," you don't feel anything, right? It's just like when you're playing a video game and someone's like, "Hey, you're a retard," you know, it doesn't matter. You don't care. But it would matter more if like you were on camera and talking to people and trying to discuss things that you enjoy.
I actually completely disagree with this. I'm putting my entire persona on the internet for like 6 to 7 hours a day, every day of the week, basically. People know a lot about me and they have a lot to judge. I actually think that's crazy. Adding a picture of me doesn't really change people's judgments of my ideas or what I think.
Okay,
If you're just talking about random chatters who are anonymous, it sounded like you were saying, like, for me, you don't think it's a big deal because I don't have like my identity attached.
I'm talking like someone on
like someone. But if you're just saying someone totally anonymous with like, that you don't know from a hole in the ground, then I agree with you.
Someone on Twitter. Does that make sense, right? Or someone in your chat, right? Like if if I call Ye Never Ever Lose a retard right now, he doesn't care, right? Because I know nothing about this guy except that he has a few chat messages or anything along those lines, right? It doesn't matter, right? So, yeah.
Okay, this is not happening. This is false, but I appreciate the $10 anyway. I'm making a Destiny Girl compilation with embarrassing clips like that NSC one. The wonderful Indian woman, I forgot her name, is included. You can only see if you're a member of Kui's YouTube channel. That video is not going on my channel, but that's awesome. That's amazing.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I should do a video. I should do a video about it. But I mean, you should know as a content creator. Yeah, and Destiny is going live, so everyone will peace out of here in a second. All I'm going to say is that it's a new experience to me still.
I know the clip he's talking about as well. I know the clip that he would include of that wonderful Indian woman.
As I've come back, it's a little bit surreal that there's going to be people that like. First off,
thank you, Sugarlocks, for a $5 super sticker of a lemon character dancing. Thank you.
Not everyone is loved by everyone. Okay, that's always that's just a fact. Like I like to say before, like people hate Taylor Swift, people hate Tom Hanks, people hate like isn't one of Mr. Girl's things that he hated like Tom Hanks and someone else or something like that like supposedly is like no one can hate, right? So
sure,
it's like that was his thing. I forget who it was. It was interesting when he did it, but it hits different when you feel like you're exposing, you know, your real thoughts, real things that you enjoy, things that you think that you're passionate about, and then someone's like, J-Stock is the most boring entertainer. He has no original thoughts. He's just like a shitty version of Kuihman. Like you're like, that hurts a little bit, right? Because you put effort into what you do, everything at the end of the day, etc. But you know, then basically, I think the way is you just have to balance it out with people that are gonna, you know, go the other way. That's it. But,
you're such assholes.
You're gonna have.
Don't say that.
Sometimes.
Me and Jason would be totally different streams. It's such a stupid comparison.
Bigger reactions to things than you normally should when things happen all at once, which I think is what I'm doing right now, probably a little bit. I'm probably feeding into this drama a little bit. So I think I'm gonna stop here. I actually just realized I don't give a fuck about this anymore. So
okay.
Yeah.
I think also Destiny just said everything was his fault on his stream, so
thank you for the 149 Canadian Bobak's your sister. Thank you with the little black cat super sticker. Thank you.
Oh, well, it won't make a difference. You know how it goes.
Well, also he just does that, and without actually explaining what happened, that is a meaningless platitude, right?
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Anyways, it wouldn't matter either way.
All right, let's go. Orbiters disperse. The star has come.
Okay. I don't know what that means. See you later. Bye. The fuck did that?
Awesome. Okay. Now we can move on to the Ranton Dan debate. Ranton versus Dan. Scorned guest versus lazy podcast host. Lazy cheapskate podcast host. Really holding on to
Bro,
those
step
purse
over your
strings.
own ego for 1 second and man up and apologize.
I'm so
No, no, don't do this. Don't do
I'm
do
not- I am-
no,
I
do
am
an unironic apology right now.
I can't do ironic or unironic. What do you want me to do? In the middle?
Apologize right now, honestly, and say that that this was unprofessional.
Oh, it is absolutely.
Dan is here. Where's Dan? Where's Dan? What do you mean Dan is here? Where is he? Dan? Actually, Dan. Let's do this Discord call. You wanna let's go? Let's go, bro. Let's go. There he is. There he is. Wait, let me. Wait.
Stop
There.
it.
Yes.
You scumbag.
man.
What's on you, man? Talk to me, baby.
Oh my fucking god.
Apologize. I'm here to receive your apology.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I let you in at all in the first place.
You son of a bitch.
The fucking unbelievable.
You fucking-
balls on you. You messaged me, hey Dan, I had so much fun. It was the best time ever. Could I?
Yeah, keep talking, bro. Keep talking. Keep talking. Dig the hole deeper and deeper, you fucking bitch. Look at him.
And the next day, I look at the title. I went on a fucking stupid Jews shit podcast, and I had a horrible time. That was you, by the way. I was the honorable man. I did this. Listen, I didn't have my phone on me. That's why I told you to call for 6:45. Who shows up 45?
Listen to me now. Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. You dumb you are listen. You are the biggest fucking moron I've ever come across in my whole fucking life. You have autism, but not just this. Some people have autism and they're like smart. They can remember shit. You have autism, but just the bad kind. No hate, no hate, no hate though. But it's
Sorry,
listen,
grab a coffee.
You don't. You know we talked.
If
about
you-
this. You don't get to do that. You don't get to be like you're gay, no homo. That doesn't work.
oh, of course I do. It doesn't even, bro, guys. This guy doesn't even know the rules of no homo. But listen.
tell you
No.
my
I was about to respond to something.
No, go ahead.
If you tell somebody half an hour before the event was supposed to start, oh, by the way, we changed times, and you don't get a confirmation, then it's not the new time.
Hey, how much did I change that time by?
15 minutes. Irrelevant.
No. What was the time I gave you to start?
6:30. You said 6:30, and then you went to 6:45.
Oh, I posted the logs. You're being a little weasel.
You are such a retard, bro. What are you?
Anyway, takes it seriously. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, the people that are taking this super serious, like all the bantering back and forth between Dan and Ranton here, absolutely are being super autistic. Like, Ranton's obviously not cut up about this, but I think Dan has absolutely been made sensitive by a few comments in Destiny's community.
Homo. That doesn't work.
Oh, of course I do. It doesn't even, bro, guys. This guy doesn't even know the rules of no homo. But listen. No. I was about to respond to something.
No, go ahead.
If you tell somebody half an hour before the event was supposed to start, oh, by the way, we changed
the audio
times,
isn't balanced
and you
very
don't
well.
get a confirmation, then it's not the new time.
Hey, how much did I change that time by?
15 minutes. Irrelevant.
No. What was the time I gave you to start?
6:30. You said 6:30, and then you went to 6:45.
Oh, I posted the logs. You're being a little weasel.
You are such a retard, bro. What are you talking about? Look, pull them up right now. You said 6:30. I said fine. And then you, bro, look at your eyes, bro. You're realizing it right now. You're like, oh my god, I fucked up.
I posted it.
You said 6:30.
Guys, my browser keeps saying it's running out of memory. I've got literally no idea why it would be doing that. What has happened? Can your RAM just stop working?
And then I said fine, sounds good. And then you sent half an hour before 6:30. You sent, oh, come 6:45. But look at this guy. Look at this dementia
No, it's
patient.
not
Look at this
OpenGL.
demented fucking old retard.
Now I have to pull up.
My edge.
Yeah, pull it up, and then
All right.
and then die on stream.
5:01 p.m. Yeah.
Five?
You can show 5:01.
Okay.
You know what 5 p.m. is?
Yeah,
You
go
can
on.
Show up for around 6:30 to 6:40.
Yes, sounds good. Perfect.
Okay. And then I say, okay, that was at 5:01. You say, fine, good. I will be there at 6:30 to 6:40. And then
Yeah,
That's not what I said.
I've got 16 gig DDR4. Yep.
I said sounds good.
You know what? Just come for 6:45.
When did you send that message?
I sent that an hour later.
Yes, you sent that half an hour before. You sent that half an hour. You sent that half an hour before 6:30.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do math.
Before you're supposed to be there, yeah.
Okay.
Add 5.
Did I respond? Did I respond to that message? Did I respond to that message? Did I respond to that message?
Come for our 6.
But look at this fucking dude, bro. This guy is autistic. No
You
hate.
did not respond to the.
I did not respond. If you change the time last minute, the guest doesn't confirm this with you. It's irrelevant. But also, but my dude, to be honest, none of this really matters. None of this really matters.
Yeah.
Because what matters is what kind of fucking retarded amateur operation are you running that nobody's talking to the guest you're about to have on?
Well, that's there's. That's inexcusable. That's something,
okay.
You know, me and Erudite and Destiny are gonna have a call about. Absolutely, we're.
Yeah, you're gonna get fired, bro.
Listen. Hold on. Let me put this in a way you can understand.
Oh god, he's about to speak Chinese again.
I should have had my phone on me. We were doing work, but also you are insane.
What?
I was up a half hour early for something.
Bro, are you retarded? Are you serious right now?
Hello?
Wait, you joke. This can't be your serious.
So I just don't see that. I do not see that this replying to messages thing is that important. But sure.
Job interview.
It's not a job interview. It's not the same thing. Not every appointment is made equal. Not every appointment is made equal.
Debate pervert. Okay, this is a debate pervert.
Not every appointment is made equal.
I let your Dan hate get out, and then I don't get to have it.
Is this video out of sync or is it my shit lagging? Dude, I'm actually getting majorly triggered by tech issues right now. Let me just pause up my monitor.
Same.
Do you think every appointment is made the same?
No, okay. The video's out of sync. We're all good.
I have no Dan hate, bro. I have nothing but love.
Okay, fine, same.
Do you think
Thank you for the 199, Emery.
every appointment is made the same? Do you think it's the same thing?
No. Nope.
Then why did you bring it up? Checkmate.
Okay, no. Let's say that you got invited to be what's the big news station you have over there in Germany? Like Der Spiegel.
It looked like it just lagged out for a minute. It's fine now.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah, go on.
Okay, let's say they're like, hey, we want to have you come on.
Okay.
Please be here for 6:30, and they never change the time. They just say 6:30.
Great.
Here at 6:30. But can I keep going, or am I going to get interrupted?
No, keep going. I'm not interrupting. It's a delay. It's a delay.
I want you to be here at 6:30, Ranton. Okay, you're going to be on air at Der Spiegel. Okay, you're like you're hyped. This is it.
Wait, on air on 6:30? On air on 6:30?
Okay. What?
Are you saying I'm gonna be on air at 6:30? That's what the plan is?
No, they said be here at the building at 6:30.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
Good. Okay, fine.
Okay. I'm curious. Would you show up a half hour earlier and then start DMing them? Be like, "Hi, I'm here early. Hey, what's up? Hello."
So
Hello?
okay, first of all, oh god,
Hi.
this is disabled. First of all,
no, you're disabled.
I didn't
You know what
send.
I would do?
The only reason why I sent a million jams is because nobody responded to my first one. You didn't respond to my first one.
I'm not done. Then you get to yell at me and call me retarded.
The thing is, in most places where if you show up early, there's like a lobby or something or somewhere that you can go. If you're filming out of an apartment building and you need like a key or a fob or whatever to get in, he's kind of just fucking stuck there, standing around outside some random fucking apartment building in Miami, somewhere he's never been before. It's like, it's a bit different.
What I would do, I'm just telling you what I would do.
Yeah, you would
show up and I would wait until 1 minute after the time, be like, hey, I'm here. Where should I go? I don't see anyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like not having any contact in case you're there early. It's just like, so yeah, that is just unprofessional. I don't, there's not really, it's not like a crazy scathing thing, but I feel like trying to play in defense for it. It's just like, why are you bothering?
That's what you would. That's
you're so fucking
silently wait like a dog in the lobby.
Yeah, that's what you are, a fucking dog, a kelp. Yeah, kelp.
Yes, I know.
Listen.
I know. Go. No hate. No homo.
Hey, no, what the fuck? Nobody said anything gay. Listen. If I was invited to the Spiegel, I would also arrive around probably 20 minutes early, just in case. Of course.
Okay.
If I had a person that I could talk to there, like a contact person, I would send them, oh, I'm here, by the way. And then they would respond. And then they could tell me, oh, we're not quite ready yet, or go in there and there and there. That's fine. You have this is totally normal to arrive early. It's totally normal.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Wait, what the fuck are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh, I'm just saying that you're insane with the...
For what?
Help me, where do I go? Please!
Why did I send that message?
At 6:15.
No, why did I send it? Why did I send the message?
Until 6:30.
Why did I send the message?
Panic. It's not time yet.
Do you think I would have sent that message if you had responded to the first one?
I said, what?
God, this guy. You're witnessing, really. This is...
I am witnessing
It's like Benjamin Button, but in reverse. Dude, if you had responded... If
I look better now than I do before. Thank you. That's so nice of you.
this
Coordination over Discord DMs is unprofessional in my opinion. If someone's traveling for work, they deserve access to your phone number. It's what? It wasn't over Discord DMs. It was over Twitter DMs. So it's not even something Dan's gonna be checking constantly because it's fucking Twitter DMs.
There would have never been. There would have.
In reverse is just normal.
There would have never been. There would have never been messages had you responded to the first one. Do you understand this? Get this in your fucking head, bro.
Yes, I didn't have my phone on me because I was lifting heavy shit and it was getting...
So it's understandable that I would send several messages because I was being ghosted by you. You unprofessional
you weren't
fuck.
being ghosted. You were DMing.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant. What the intention is irrelevant. Get your shit in order. Like, Dan, for real, how is this gonna work in the future with other guests?
Real quick, because I know it's easy to shit on me. You want to shit on Destiny and Erudite? Because, you know, I wasn't there the next day.
So based. Okay, Dan won. Now Dan's won. Now this is a winning play. This is great. Now this is what I want to see.
We're gonna talk about them after. We talk about them after.
Of course, of course.
No, we're not done with you yet.
Like, oh, I fed into something here. A lot of people like doing this. Giving Dan shit. This is enjoyable. Even though
let's do giving Erudite shit. Let's talk about Erudite. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's refocus this conversation.
Charge of audio video.
Why did she think it was okay to just pull out her lunch and start eating when Destiny was already late for the podcast?
Switching, even though I wasn't there the second day when they missed your fucking appointment.
I didn't accuse you of anything for the second day.
Okay, it just seems like...
All I'm saying is, you were the person that I talked to when I arrived, and you didn't respond. No, wrong. I sent Erudite a message after you ignored me for half an hour. Then I sent one to her because I was like, who am I supposed to reach out to? No one's talking to me. Bro, step over your own ego for 1 second and man up and apologize.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't do this. Don't do an unironic apology right now.
I can't do ironic or unironic. What do you want me to do in the middle?
Apologize right now honestly and say that that this was unprofessional.
Oh, it is absolutely unprofessional.
No, I don't like the way you're apologizing. You're doing it like, oh, I'm owning it. Own it, but like next level, own it.
What do you want me to do?
Get on your knees, Dan. Get on your knees, Dan.
Do cry?
If you
Dan,
can.
beg.
I don't think I can. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of
Dan, I've
something
got some
really
shoes
fast.
that need
I
cleaning.
don't think I can do it.
No, but I don't know. It's not enough.
You're not gonna get me disagreeing that it's listen, I wish I saw your message because I could have used your help moving shit. Absolutely, as you know.
Yeah, and I even offered, bro. I said I can help clean up. No, I offered.
Yeah, Dan needs to give us one of these, okay? Dan needs to give Ranton one of these.
I wouldn't have as much cool stuff if God didn't agree with me. Woof. I wouldn't have as much cool stuff if God didn't agree with me. Woof.
Are you dumb right now? Yeah, I offered. I sent a second message like, oh, I'm early a little bit. I'm sorry, I can help.
Yes, I know. That's why I said it.
I misheard you. I thought you said, okay, fine.
For me,
but again, still, okay, apologize.
Again?
No. You didn't apologize. You said you agreed it was unprofessional.
Okay, I'm sorry that my previous apology wasn't effective enough. Hold on. Ranton, I am...
No, say my name correctly. It's not Ranton. What is a tin?
Antoine.
Oh, okay.
I am sorry.
This is you see how you can't do it unironically. You have to add some fucking joke into it. You have to add some joke. You have to make it funny. Rantin, Rantuan, saying honest.
What would you like me to say? How should I call you?
No.
Well,
you have this inside you. You have the capability inside you.
I can do it.
Yeah, do. Imagine I'm your wife.
I have no shame. You don't like this is something you don't know me. I will definitely apologize.
Oh no, you wouldn't. Never.
You just know Dan rolls over you know this guy whipped as fuck. You know this guy will say anything to avoid an argument. You know this guy rolls over constantly, 100%.
I'm really sorry this happened. Like we're still starting off. I know we're like
rolls over like a dog.
I wouldn't have as much cool stuff if God didn't agree with me. Woof. I wouldn't have as much cool stuff.
Shut up.
You know, we're like 25 episodes in, but at the end of the day, it is just me and Steve. You know, Steve's a little bit autistic, okay, when it comes to the audio chain. And yeah, I wish I had my phone on me. I would have
You know what? Okay.
much rather have had you
accept
upstairs
it.
than
I accept
downstairs.
it.
I'm sorry. We're still getting our shit together with bookings. I mean, that should be.
Honestly, that sounded genuine. I completely accept it and I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And you're also
You see, you have to add some.
DMing like a lost kitten that needs milk. Mom, please. What do I do?
Listen, I was in a strange country. It was dangerous.
It is not dangerous.
It was getting dark outside. Are you crazy?
It's like the highest capita. They don't even allow homeless people in Miami Beach.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they were about to kick me out because I looked like one.
If they're homeless, they send you to Miami. That's what actually
But
happens.
it was getting dark.
I feel like Dan's okay. I understand he's playing into it super hard, but it's just like obviously someone coming from the other side of the fucking world, first time there, fucking lands in Miami, doesn't know what the fuck's going on, not getting a reply, standing outside a locked apartment building. Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Hey, anyone, can I have some help?
Dark outside and shit.
Hey, please, where do I go?" Like obviously that's a response.
It was getting dark and you should have. Oh, is he gone? Oh no, there he is.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I gotta take this call. This is important.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. Sorry.
Is it another guest? Okay. Hello?
I'm speaking.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Would you have?
Okay, bro. What is the edgiest T-shirt you have that is related to your faith and your ethnicity?
I have one that says Slumlord on it.
No, that's not good. Do you have anything like?
Literally the most. That is the most edgy shirt I have.
What is that? Maybe I'm not getting it. What does that mean? Is that like a reference to something? No, legit. What it means? What does that mean? Okay. I'm unironic right now. What is that? Slum? Like a.
Yeah.
What is it? Why is it edgy?
Do you know what a landlord is?
Yes.
It's not that edgy. It's really not that edgy.
Do you know what a slum is?
Like a ghetto.
Yeah.
Like you own a ghetto? I legit don't know this. Like you own the ghetto?
Thank you for the $4.99 Topher. Apologize. Okay, I'm sorry for Destiny. Thank you. I'll read that out because it's $4.99. It's $5 on the TTS.
That's not edgy. It sucks. Do you have anything?
No, it doesn't.
Just changed.
It's just Germans have shitty sense of humor.
Why are you saying this?
I do not get the joke. Why do you say this?
Okay.
You have a slum and you are lord of this?
Okay, do you have anything
It's
edgy?
not so funny.
Do you have anything
Why would
edgy?
you want to be
Bro, shut up! Do you have anything edgy related to you being Jewish? No?
On a shirt?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Never mind. Okay, listen. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Listen. Okay, I wanted to ask you another thing. Why did you guys, like for real, why did you guys not set up everything 2 hours before I arrived? No hate, bro, I had fun with you guys. But why? Who does that?
I showed up 2 hours beforehand. Steve had completely, actually, I don't, you know what?
Wow, blaming
anyone.
him.
It is a group project. You know what? We should have, there's no excuse. We should have, you know?
No, you don't have to do this right now. You already apologized. The apology has been accepted. The friendship has been amended. But I just really want to know, you can give me excuses, but like, there's always a reason. Why did it happen like that?
That always happens.
What do you mean? Then go an hour before.
We need to go like 4 hours before.
It's obviously not enough. I was sitting there for 2 hours almost.
I agree. Try getting Steve to come down. He comes down like 10 minutes before the show starts. I was there like an hour before. All right? That is not a Dan problem.
But
I'm there bright and early, like first thing in the morning, ready to get going, all that jazz. Him, it's like he fucking walks in the door, kicks it open. It's like, what's up? Calls me the N-word, does a Hitler thing. Let's get started.
But why didn't you start the setup then on your own? Why can't you set it up?
I don't know how to do any of it. I don't even have access to the computer or any of the cameras or anything.
Well, why don't you ask him to teach you so that you can do it?
I know how to do it. He doesn't want me to do it. He won't let me touch it. He thinks he's infinitely smarter than me. When in reality, I won the last Jeopardy that we had. The computer Jeopardy, the last one, because I won in Final Jeopardy at the very end.
But then explain to me this now. Explain to me this then. That doesn't make sense. I went the next day for the other more serious podcast. Why did that one have
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is what I really want to hear about. Thank fuck. We're finally off of that stupid shit. This is what I want. Tell me about Bridges. Yes. I don't mind anything else. I don't watch it. But the bits I do see, I don't mind it. Bridges is what I care about here.
had to be set up for another hour?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because it doesn't involve me or any of my stuff. Let's talk about this. Let's get in depth with this one. This, I think, is a real issue that we need to solve. This is a problem.
That is so right. It's so true. This is the real Bridges is the real problem here. We really need to get that. Really drill into. Let's talk about this for an hour.
This is insulting. Okay, is what it is.
I feel like you're not talking to me right now. You're not talking to me right now. Who are you talking to right now?
I'm not. This is the real reason you came down here. This is a serious show.
No. You're trying to talk through my chat, through my stream to somebody else.
The whole thing, okay? And what? They get the time wrong? He sleeps in? That's embarrassing.
Shut up.
At least I was there.
Yes, very true. Erudite's one job, her one talent. She said she's amazing at booking. She said she's just so good at booking. And the one thing she has to do is book. And yet she puts the wrong time in the calendar and then doesn't fix it immediately. Hello? Where is this video? Where's her booking video? Is this the booking video? I think this has got to be, right? My Future with Destiny, where she's talking about... Or is it a different one?
Good people should...
Not that one. Let's try this.
That is being mean. Instead of when they ask for feedback, is when they're doing things that you think fly in the face of what they think is good. And so that's basically what I want to talk to him about. We've had a number of conversations privately about this as well. Just so it's clear, I've confronted him in the past privately. It's actually gone super well. I don't know if this will go as well. But I basically believe a lot in Steven. And I don't know if he believes that he's really capable. I think he's like always on the fence about like whether he wants to step into like having a more major role on politics broadly, because he has such a massive impact already. But for him to get to that next level, he would basically have to pay things, which would be some level of like biting his tongue. He'll probably have to bleed. He bit his tongue so hard for it, and people will hate him for it, and he'll lose growth. Probably initially, and it is probably good for him to do, and he can do it. And I think he's like uniquely positioned as like a rare person who can do it because he's like one of the strongest liberal debaters. So he can really go to task with people on policy, whereas most liberals are afraid to even talk to the opposition because I think to some degree liberals are just afraid of their opposition. They're just afraid of pushback because the reality is that a lot of pushback to a lot of like leftist ideas is immediately bears as being stupid, and so they just don't want to talk to anyone, which is just not the way forward, obviously. So yeah, he is right about having been too tolerant though. You need to know what he means by. And he doesn't, just to be clear, I don't think he has to step into this. I think he can like exist as he is. Thinking about him like he's a child. Fundamentally aims to be mean. We should have been very mean to leftists the moment they ask questions, which is like, fuck you, you're stupid, shut the fuck up. Okay, that should have just been mean ethically. Because everyone's just like, oh, they're yelling. The question is essentially, how do we make sure that we're doing it ethically? I am wondering now. Sorry, my dog's really okay. Him and I had a conversation once, okay? And we actually disagree about this. If there is a doctor in Africa and helped, but he would be a good person.
This was terrible.
And if he doesn't, if they're using it poorly, said this, Mr. Beat, which is, or it was Harley. I'm so sorry, it was Harley. Harley said this. Harley Morenstein from Epic Meal Time. He said, you know, you have a lot of influence, right? And Steven's like, yeah, I've got like a decent sized following. And he's like, no. Influential people listen to you. And so there's different types of ways that streamers can impact people. And this is something I always think about, like the Sneeko effect. Sneeko was a really interesting character before he blew up, especially because when he was a really small YouTube creator, he had not a lot of subs, but a lot of much bigger content creators watched his content. Yeah. Because
okay, it's this next few minutes.
Really good.
This is it.
Even if like the average viewer wasn't appreciating it because it was super thoughtful, all these sorts of things. Okay.
Yeah, Epic Mealtime guy, that loser who fell off.
I think Steven is very much like that, just so much bigger because he already has a very dedicated audience as well. I think that Steven has the capacity to do very good, but more importantly, I think he influences influential people as well. I think there are a lot of influential people. Mr. Beat said this too. Okay. I know a number of people have said this. I book guests for Bridges, okay? I can't even begin to tell you the amount of huge, and when I say huge, I mean like huge names. And I'm not going to drop them because Steven's being a big bad boy, and I don't want them feeling their names get attached to him because they, in private emails with me, talked about how much they love him as a thinker.
Would these huge guests sit there waiting for 2 hours for a podcast to start, do we think?
But when I say huge, I mean people that I've emailed that I would have never expected to hear back from because they're not even streamers. They're like very important people who I invited to come on the thing, and they've said yes. They just like can't for like 6 months because they're so important. And they're like, I love him, but they're obviously not like big public supporters. I can't emphasize enough how much people are listening to Steven that are influencing the world. And if you have that level of impact, if the thinkers and the shakers in the world are looking to you as a thought leader at times, unfortunately, that means that you have a very large responsibility. And he can opt out of it. He can just say, I don't want to. Not going to do it. He can do that. He really can, okay? He can. But I think he's a good person, and a good person would want to fill that responsibility because nobody else will. I don't believe there's somebody that would take his place. I don't think there is anybody. So that's what I want to talk about, is that I believe in him a lot. And,
oh, man.
But also to be clear, that if he takes up that responsibility, it will come at a cost to him. Nobody will thank him for it. Nobody will appreciate him. A lot of people will be very, very mad at him, and it's probably the right thing to do. And it's up to him if he wants to do that. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. But that's basically what I want to talk about. I don't know if he's... Hopefully he's not watching this right now, and now he knows. He's prepping all of his epic debate lines against me. But, yeah. For anyone who's wondering, I would not burn the bridge with Steven over this. I really don't agree with what he's doing. But the reality is that I don't end friendships with people because they have ideas that I disagree with or they do behavior that I disagree with. That's not...
Oh, yeah, this was crazy. I end friendship with people because of things they think or things they do. Well, then what do you end friendships with people over? Then what makes you end a friendship?
Because they
I don't
have
understand.
ideas that I disagree with or they do behavior that I disagree with. That's not what friendship means to me. And I think it's gross in a political public content space that people feel obligated to cut off friendships exclusively for optic benefits. That's not how I work. And I will never let the space change me over that. Never. I'm not interested. The reality is that, like, if there's any time that I was going to backstab Steven to, like, benefit from it, it's probably right now. I could probably get a huge audience for it. And I will never do that.
Why was she trying to burn Chud not so long ago? Morals, smiley face was the answer she gave.
Because that's not what I'm interested in. And because I believe a lot in Steven. And I'm really good at doing work.
There we go.
I can put in the hours. And I'm happy to help him pursue that if that's what he wants to do. And if he decides that
So
he
good at doing work, but puts the wrong time in the calendar and makes the guest wait for like an hour.
doesn't want to do that, that's okay. I'll just
schedule veto for a day that he's not going to be there.
Continue to support him in the other fashion that he would like. I'd be a little bit disappointed, but yeah. Why do you believe in him? Why? I'm sick and tired of listening to political discourse. He's making being political every single thing. Your profile picture.
Yeah, the implementation of Destinyisms when they don't understand what they're doing is so funny. I'm like really good at doing work. Oh, great. Wow, awesome one, Eric. You do work? Whoa. Whoa, no way. Whoa, you're really good at doing work? That's crazy. Yeah, hopefully everyone's good at doing work, Erudite.
At time, I understand. I didn't have my phone.
It's not exactly a very specific claim.
We at least got you in the door. To not even to get the time wrong. What amateur?
Are you trying to get her fired?
No, I'm just trying to get a lot more hate going in other directions.
but listen to me. This is what I don't understand. If I had arrived there and you had answered, I'm trying not to shit on you anymore because you gave me a good apology.
No, yeah, let's switch to day 2. I think.
No. Wait a second. If I had
more day 1.
No. If I had arrived there, and I would have come in, and the podcast would have started, and then the technical issues would have appeared, it actually would have been okay. Because technical issues when you're live, no, that would have. But for me, it would have been more okay. Because then I'm like, you guys at least tried, you prepared, and then the podcast starts, and shit can go wrong. It happens.
No.
Yes, absolutely. Technical issues happen. Bro, we went live in the first 5 minutes, there was no audio. Of course, shit still can happen. And that's totally excusable, I think. But what's not excusable, whatever. What's way less excusable is setting up for 2 hours while the guest...
the fucking phone when your guest is in the lobby.
No, it's setting up for 2 hours when the guest is already there.
Yeah. What am I supposed to disagree with you?
I don't get it. How is this? What is so hard about this?
Well, you know, I'll say this. It's hard because we run the only fully automated show on Twitch.
Who gives a fuck that it's automated?
Well, you know, it's about saving money at the end of the day. You know,
bro, you guys have both money. How are you so cheap?
I think you just answered your own question, didn't you?
No, I wasn't going there, bro. You just went there. But why? Destiny has a lot of money.
That is true.
Uh-huh.
If you're asking why we don't hire someone, it's because I think this is the answer, the serious answer, if I had to guess.
So I think I heard Destiny say something about this. I don't know if it was in the last segment we did. He was saying that basically, like, hiring a like audio tech or like a fucking camera tech or some shit, that they basically should have a baseline knowledge, and that anything for setting up in a specific environment is going to come with like just experience setting up a lot, and that it's difficult to get good people. So I mean, I kind of get that. I feel like, but it's so far into the podcast at this point, and they're still having so much trouble with it. I feel like you should just, at a certain point, you just got to be like, okay, I need to at least pay someone to come in here and have a look at this once. Okay, I feel like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe there's nothing they could provide, nothing of value they could do. But I think probably just get someone to come in and be like, okay, how do we get this exactly right, and then just never fuck with it again. But hey, what do I've never ran a podcast.
To get, God, this is gonna sound so cringe to say, but I think it's actually true. To get
if I'd like an ages ago
that knows more than me and Steve does about audio and video.
Oh my god, no.
No, I'm pretty sure Lycan's moved now. Lycan Straight Road moved out of Florida or some shit, right? They moved like Texas or some shit.
Knows more, like you're fucking geniuses.
No, we're not. But to get someone that knows more than we know would cost probably like a good amount of money.
But here's what I think. You don't, because hiring someone just to set up the studio and to switch maybe would not be enough. But you can get that person to also be the one to communicate with the guests. They can have several roles.
Yeah, I think the problem is we have Erudite. Well, I have Erudite. I mean, again, I can only speak for anything else. I'm not going to speak for Bridges. But I pay Erudite to do outreach and booking and scheduling and everything for anything else. And it's just because I hated it. So back in the day, if you go and look, I did a podcast with Steve like 4 or 5 or 6 years ago called Star.
So we're saying this was all Erudite's job. So we're saying that all of it was Erudite's job. Huh.
Startups. And at that point, when I did the startups thing, I did all the outreach and the booking, and
you hated
it.
Yeah, okay.
I hated it.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I get it.
That, like, interacting with people like you is hard. It's a lot of emailing. It's a lot of not.
I get it. I would hate it too.
It just fucking sucks, right?
But I don't understand. Again, I don't wanna. I got along very well with her. She's a very nice person. But even she would not respond to my messages very quickly. She would also.
She's a horse girl. That's why.
She would also not.
Ranton, listen to me. This is important that you know this. Okay. If you take away one thing from this, okay, this is a very serious thing. It's gonna sound like a meme, but it's not. Okay.
Go ahead, hit me.
I don't want you to take this like a joke because it's not.
Okay, say it. I'm ready. Serious mode.
Women who are seriously into horses cannot be trusted.
Yo, Dan, let's fucking go, dude. Let's go, Dan. What the fuck? That's out of nowhere. Also, that's a horse girl. That bitch is insane. Insane and useless. Dan.
Ranton, listen to me. This is important that you know this. Okay. If you take away one thing from this, okay, this is a very serious thing. It's gonna sound like a meme, but it's not. Okay.
Go ahead, hit me.
I don't want you to take this like a joke because it's not.
Okay, say it. I'm ready. Serious mode.
Women who are seriously into horses cannot be trusted. Okay, 99% of the time. Horse women, like people are like they like riding horses.
I mean, what can you disagree with here? What can you possibly disagree with here? This is like incontrovertibly true. This is just, I have divined this information. I know it to be true. When I close my eyes and I meditate on this, when I ruminate on this thought, it reveals itself to me. It is true. Avoid women with horses. If you ever see a woman who has photos with horses, block every time. Just in every aspect of your life, you should never be around women who deal with horses at any time. Any time, period, ever. There is no reason. They've always got fucked up heads. And not just because of incidents. They've always got fucked up heads. They're always like from some fucked up rich family or some shit. Like, that's too much, really, isn't it? Isn't that a bit much? That's a bit much. Thank you for 50 sec, though. Just a good either. We did turn up the TTS on it. They're always some fucked up rich family. Their father's trying to make up for something by getting them a horse. They've had some weird childhood. They've escaped to animals instead of being around their family. There's always something wrong. There's always something psychologically fucked up. There's something fried. You just never want to be involved.
Women who are seriously into horses cannot be trusted. Okay, 99% of the time. Horse women, like people are like they like riding horses. They go and they're like do it. Horse girls are fucking dangerous.
I thought you were about to say something serious. I thought you were going to say something serious. What the fuck are you talking about?
I am serious. I believe this with my soul.
Why?
I swear on my children, I believe this. How about that?
That's fucked up.
How about that? Catch me outside.
What's wrong with horse
What is this guy doing?
girls? They're a bit crazy, maybe. But
Cash me outside.
Oh, so you?
Okay, Dan.
no, I also had in my
Okay,
classes
Grandpa.
back in school. I also had like some horse girls, and yeah.
Damn,
there's something
Daniel.
wrong.
What did you think of them? What did you think of the horse girls?
Great. No, they're a bit unique, but they're not so bad like you say.
No, they are.
But
they're wild. They're wild.
You can hire somebody to switch. You can hire somebody to also talk to the guests.
Yeah, I understand. I can do all this, but
Just getting down on the floor to sit with the cat. Okay, this is based.
We
this
can.
Is based.
We could hire people to do stuff, but I don't think we're at the point.
This is
I
awesome.
think it's still salvageable. We can still do it.
Because, you know, again, this is you guys' podcast, right? Obviously, it's you guys' podcast, not my problem. But I'm thinking like sooner or later, you're going to book at someone that you also don't know, because I was a complete stranger to you guys. And you're going to book...
I looked you up beforehand.
No, you didn't.
This guy's funny. I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And anyway, so you're going to book somebody that's a complete stranger who's not going to like be chill with all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Who's going to be...
J-Reg episode. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I watched one, but that, no, don't distract. That has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about like somebody who's more professional. It's like you tell them 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is the podcast.
I don't think we're gonna get anyone professional on this show.
Wow, shots fired. Wow, okay. Say it to my face.
I can't. I already told everyone the first interaction I had with you, you came in here and you gave me a Hitler salute. So like that's
bro, that never happened. Stop. We're entering serious conversation. Don't say that.
I don't know what else.
No, but you're gonna book somebody. You're gonna book somebody, and they're gonna not like it.
Yeah, that's the point. I think it.
No.
Hold on. Unironically, at this point, I know it sounds so fucking stupid. Okay, and it is stupid, but I actually quite enjoy it. I like the idea that we could bring on, like the #1 nuclear physicist in the world, and like make him talk about Hassan for the entire time and never ask.
That is completely unrelated to what I.
Yeah, that's fine, but a totally different issue to the production. This is like so separate.
Just said.
But you're saying that sometime we're going to bring on a guest and they're not going to be okay with professionalism. I kind of.
I'm not talking about Hassan, like content-wise, what you talk about. I'm talking about they're not going to be cool with you guys setting up for 2 more hours while they're sitting there. They're going to say, guys, gotta go.
Yeah, being unprofessional in the content, being laid back in your rapport and types of conversation, saying like crazy stuff. It's so obviously distinct from a process of production. Like that's you don't want things to be going wrong in that. It's fine for things to go wrong in a funny way on camera. Wasting time, wasting energy, wasting content if you're having a conversation with the guests behind the scenes. That's always just bad.
Yeah, that would be funny. I hope we get that on camera if that happens. That'll be
you can't get it on camera if you're busy setting up.
My only regret is that we didn't record the pre-show. I do regret that. That was good content.
Bro, that's literally I said this in my last stream. That is the second reason why shit has to be ready. You want to get the getting to know you phase on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like by the time
you got to know me.
Sorry?
Do you feel like you got to know me during that first?
Too close, bro. Wait, yeah, too much already.
Too much.
Yeah.
What was the part that was like really upsetting to you?
No, but bro, forget it. It's just We had fun for 1.5 hours before.
I want to change for the better. You can't say forget it.
Wait, but you're giving me such mixed messages. Now you're saying you want to change for the better, and you said, yeah, it's unprofessional. But then you also said, oh, it would be so funny if somebody arrived and we're 2 hours setting up, and then they are mad and then they leave. Ha ha ha. No, it's not. It's retarded. It's stupid.
Me personally, I want to always change for the better. The show, I kind of want to have it change for the worse. For some.
You don't actually believe that because you don't believe this because you're mixing something up. The show itself, when it's live, that show being cursed and chaotic and having issues and you guys screaming, that is you guys' show. That's fine. Some people hate it, some people like it. I think the show itself is fine. But if you don't even get to roll the cameras, there is no show. And then people will just not come on your show. And you will just, like, this will actively...
There was a secret recording that you don't know about.
No, this will actively also hurt your potential to get guests, bro. Like, this is gonna... Ultimately, this will make the rounds and the people will not come on your show anymore. They will say, oh, these guys are hella unprofessional.
Come on. No, you're wrong.
Of course, you can lowball. Yeah, of course, some people will always come on. I get it. But like bigger guests?
All people always come on. You're wrong. That's okay to be wrong.
I don't know. I think there's some people that are professional, and if you pull the same thing with them that you did with me...
On Bridges? Absolutely.
No, not Bridges. Anything else.
If there's a professional person that's coming onto anything else...
Okay, maybe,
like,
okay, I get it.
I can't believe the treatment that I had on this show.
No.
Well, I mean...
I get what you're saying a little bit, like somebody who's professional, wouldn't come on that podcast in the first place. I get what you're saying there.
The last show we had, not the last show, like a previous show, we were asking people how much money it would take for them to fuck a dog. I don't think...
No, you don't. I'm not talking about what you guys are talking... Yeah, okay, cool.
No, okay.
I know, but I know what you mean in
the
sense.
Dogs inside them. There's the dog that cares about the question and the content, and then there's the dog that cares about the quality of the show. I don't disagree, by the way.
The scuffed nature of the show, I think, is funny, but it's only funny as far as the viewer sees it.
No, I don't.
That's true. Yes, that's exactly the point. Yeah, Ranton is so right here. Yes. Things can go wrong, but they should go wrong on camera. Going wrong off camera is never good. It's not... Well, I mean, I say it can sometimes be like if your cameras actually fucking break. Obviously, you would rather have the cameras break before you start than after so you can get new cameras. Something like that. But in terms of like fuck-ups, unprofessionalism, stuff like that, you want to see that. You want that to be part of the content. You want that to be fun. Having it off camera is a waste. It's obviously true. Yes.
Well, I want better quality, to be clear. Okay? Just in case you think like I'm somehow disagreeing with you, I'm not. I want better quality. Okay?
Okay.
Well, hold on one second. Sorry.
Huh. I feel like he's changing what he's saying every 2 seconds. Does he want it to be better or does he want it to get more cursed so people leave?
hey, stop shit talking to me.
Sorry, I was being nice, bro. I said only nice things. Yeah, speak much. Go on.
No, I'm trying to think of that stupid fucking word that you kept using.
What?
For Destiny.
Reactant.
Shit, or whatever the fuck.
Reactant.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, okay. No, I want the quality to be better. I want everything to work flawlessly. I'm not that I'm on the same page with you.
Yes, good.
I am on the same page. Yeah, should be.
But you're not because then you said but you just said 5 minutes ago if a guest comes on and you're setting up for 2 hours, which is not what you want, you'd be fine with it. But that doesn't make sense because what you just said is that you want it to be professional. It's a paradox.
I want it to be professional, but I'm also fine with the fact that it's such a shit show right now.
I don't understand.
It adds to the allure, the taste.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, but even okay.
You don't like it? You felt offended from it?
Yeah. It's just, bro. If I had a podcast, man, it would be fucking flawless, bro.
Let's talk about the second day.
Yeah. What about it? You have questions?
I wasn't there. Yeah, the second day.
What about
I don't know what actually happened. I wasn't.
So listen, I had to check out of my hotel. No, I will tell you.
Hear what happened on the second day. No, I don't want to listen. I've listened. Tell me about the second day. I want to know what happened there.
Are you fucking retarded? I was just starting my sentence on the second day, you fucking idiot.
All right, go ahead.
Holy shit. I had to check out of my hotel at 11 a.m.
Oh my God.
Then I brushed my teeth. Then I walked to the toilet. No, okay. So I had to check out at 11 a.m. and I drove to the podcast place because Erudite said I could be there at 11:30, but so I arrived I think at 11:15. Yeah, big trigger for you for a guest to be professional and arrive early. I get that. Okay, but she said it's okay. I can come. And then I went to the apartment. Yeah, where we did the podcast. She let me in, and I think so. It was like 11:20 when I arrived there, and then we were like I think hanging out. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly with the time. I think we were hanging out for like 20 minutes, half an hour, I think. And she started getting food. She got food, I think, and started eating. And I was like wondering, when does this podcast start? And then she said she put the wrong time in for Destiny, and then she was gonna go and wake him up if I want to come with. And I said, no, it's fine. So then I think she was gone for 5 or 10 minutes, and then she came back down. Destiny came, and then I think Destiny was setting up for another, I think, hour or hour and a half.
You know, it's funny because it was like
Awesome.
working the previous night.
So let's hear that again. What was that schedule? So she sits
With the time, I think we were hanging out for like 20 minutes, half an hour. I think so. It was like 11:20 when I arrived there, and then we were like I think hanging out. Honestly, yeah, where we did the podcast. She let me in 15 a.m. and I left my hotel at 11 a.m.
Oh my God.
Then I brushed my teeth. Then I walked to the toilet. Okay, so I had to check out at 11 a.m. and I drove to the podcast place because Erudite said I could be there at 11:30, but so I arrived I think at 11:15. Yeah, big trigger for you for a guest to be professional and arrive early. I get that. Okay, but she said it's okay, I can come. And then I went to the apartment, yeah, where we did the podcast. She let me in, and I think. So it was like 11:20 when I arrived there, and then we were like I think hanging out. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly with the time. I think we were hanging out for like 20 minutes, half an hour, I think. And she started getting food. She got food, I think, and started eating. And I was like wondering, when does this podcast start? And then she said she put the wrong time in for Destiny, and then she was gonna go and wake him up if I want to come with. And I said, no, it's fine. So then. I think she was gone for 5 or 10 minutes, and then she came back down. Destiny came, and then I think Destiny was setting up for another, I think, hour or hour and a half.
Jesus.
You know, it's funny because it was like working the previous night. What could have possibly have?
So that's like what? That's about 2 hours there. On the second day, when he's already had hours on the first day. Okay.
Happened? I don't even. What could have possibly changed? You just add one milestone.
Yeah, also, you want to come with. Like, no, I don't want to come with you to wake Destiny up. The fuck? What a strange question to ask. It's just like, I see Kilo saying she could be covering for Destiny because he overslept. I mean, that's possible. That is totally possible. I don't know why, if Destiny was, like, actually running late, she would just sit there and wait. She thinks she's going to wake up her little brother. I don't see why she would just sit there and wait. Like, you're not in contact with him?
I don't fucking know. I had nowhere else to go anyways. I went from there straight to the airport after we...
That's really weird, though. It's like super disrespectful that they did that.
Really?
I couldn't agree more.
Listen, okay, but then honestly, I don't feel
it's okay.
For me, it's like a weird mix, and I think it's hard to kind of explain to people because I don't really feel disrespected personally because I had a great time and I got along with all of you people, so I don't like feel disrespected. It's just I was just shocked that this is how the operation is being run. You understand?
You shouldn't have been shocked.
Well, you just said you're shocked. You said you're shocked about Bridges.
I'm shocked that you're shocked.
No, you yourself were shocked about Bridges.
About Bridges?
Yeah.
On Bridges, because that thing usually runs pretty smooth. It's only anything else. Well,
Somebody in chat says ask about Lycan. I don't know who that is. Lisan.
It was one. He moved. I mean, there's not. I mean,
Who's that? Who's that?
He's a longtime chatter of the stream who was cooking for Steve, and he was down here. But he had like some big job opportunity or something in another place. I'm not.
But
saying
why is
where.
he asking me to ask you? Is this a thing? Is this a drama?
He's asking you what?
Somebody in chat asked me to ask you about this person. So is this like a drama thing or?
I'm telling you about it. No,
Okay.
No, he used to at the very start for the first few episodes that we had. He was the guy who would press the buttons and switch between scenes.
Destiny had his own cook.
Yes, he did.
You have a cook, but not a guy, not a switcher. Oh no, you said he switched.
He was the switcher too.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
the switcher and the cook. The cook.
Damn, I want my cook. Is he available?
Not in Germany. I mean, maybe.
Damn.
I don't know. Depends.
Is he a good cook?
Yeah, very good.
Probably can't compete with my wife, to be honest. But yeah.
Yo, thank you for the membership.
Well, Dan, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Has it really?
It has. No, stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop
Well,
saying that.
this has been kind of circling the drain.
A real
from
moment.
there
No,
now.
no.
Second Holocaust.
Yeah, la. Funny Nazi joke. Funny Nazi joke. You're trying to derail it again. Hilarious. Guy's German. He's German. Haha, Nazi.
It's a good time.
Okay.
Hey, can I get the VOD? I'd love to. I'm gonna just post it privately. No big deal. Again, I loved it. I hope I can come on again. It was fantastic.
Swear to God, the next if you ever come to Germany, my friend, watch your fucking anus.
Yeah, you think I'm going to Germany? I know who populates Germany. Germans. I ain't going near there. They're all like you. Hitler salutes all around.
Yeah. Keep talking, bro. Keep talking. It's all being written down.
Listen, you got the government that sends you to jail for doing the Hitler.
No. It's just wait. Just come to Germany. Come to Germany.
Like, no. Well, yeah, a little bit.
Come to Germany, bro. Things okay.
I've been to Austria. That counts.
Yeah, next time you come to Germany, bro, DM me.
And you fight me?
Yeah.
I already have unlosable strategies in fighting. You can't beat me. All your strategies.
What, do you shit yourself or?
That is a strategy for sure. You can do that. See, the thing is, I don't want to tell you all of my strategies because then.
Listen. You already derailed the conversation again. We were getting along. It was so nice, and then you can't do it. You can't do it.
You were just threatening me if I ever came.
No, because you fucked up the vibe. You fucked up the flow.
Did I fuck it up?
I was about to end the conversation being like, you know what? I really was a pleasure meeting you, and I got along with you very well. It was all very nice, and no hate, peace and love. And then you fucked it all up again.
Did you see my last YouTube video? It's called "Fuck Dan Saltman and his shit fuck podcast," and I hope he kills himself.
Who are you talking about?
That was the one that you did.
You know what?
Oh my
I will actually change the name to that.
You rename that VOD.
Yeah, I will. No, I will rename it to what you just said. I will rename it to what you just said.
No, don't do that. I don't. Don't do that. But
okay, whatever, dude. Peace and love. It was really fun. Thanks for having me on the podcast. It was awesome. And fix your fucking shit over there, okay?
You're talking to the wrong dude. You gotta talk to the Cuban guy.
Okay.
These paws don't get anywhere near that.
Yeah, the ranting guy's pretty
Any
funny.
last
I
words?
like him.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, already.
I'm playing you off, bro. Any last words? I knew he's gonna hang up. What is happening? What did the stream turn into? I'm sorry.
Okay. Wow, awesome. Well, we're at the end of that drama, I think. Erudite's booking skills, hugely questioned. Can't believe she made him wait so long in her second day. Very fucked up of her. Very terrible of her. She must answer for this now.